Hello from the bunny pen. This is the bunny's second day in the living room, so their second night being brought here after 17 days in the kitchen. We've done the whole marathon bonding thing, and then we thought it was time to move them into the living room. Um, I can't say it's gone really that well. It hasn't been terrible, but I feel like we've taken a couple of steps backwards. The first night there was quite a bit of chasing and nipping going on. Jessica running, Hopsy chasing, Jessica running, jumping over Hopsy, Hopsy nipping. And then today we've had more of the same, and it's been kind of like Hopsy's been still, Jessica's been running around, then Hopsy gets triggered and starts chasing Jessica and nips Jessica. And as you can see, we've got like a lot of Jessica is molting at the moment, so it probably looks a lot worse than what it actually is. I left them to, because I thought, for one point, because I thought, let's just see what happens. But the thing is, Jessica was trying to jump out of the cage, so I can't really let it go on. I've been either using the stamping or just saying no very loudly, or using the spraying technique on Hopsy. So yeah, I just really need to think about what next. I wish bunnies could talk, because you got to kind of just look at them and get advice and figure out what's going to work. This CNC cage has not been great for us because they're quite boisterous and they're running around. These things have been coming undone, and they basically take quite a little while to get back together. I know you can use zip ties as well. So yeah, they've been a little bit of a nightmare. Hopsy's been able to take them apart and try and escape as well. So I put a second piece of caging on the outside, so basically they couldn't escape. So no, the CNC caging has not been brilliant for me. So basically we shall see what happens with that. So as you can see, when they're kind of like this, they're really cute, they're really chilled, both of them. That's the really sad thing I think at the moment about the fact that they're not getting on, is separately they're just amazing with humans. They love being cuddled, they love being stroked. Me and the other half last night had him on the sofa. I had Hopsy, he had Jessica. At one point he had the both of them. So they're real cuddle buns. They really, 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 really love human contact. Look at Hopsy. She's just, in her own world here. She likes that. And Jessica too. She likes being touched. She likes being cuddled. She likes human contact. I just wish somehow we could cross that over. I think what it is Hopsy is dominant because she's younger and she is stronger, and she's obviously got a bit of a dominant personality. Jessica knows that she cannot physically dominate Hopsy because Hopsy is younger and she is stronger, but Jessica has a very stubborn mind. So I'd say mentally and emotionally, Jessica is the stronger, more stubborn bunny. Hopsy seems like she's ready to be friends. If Jessica submitted, we could have some kind of arrangement. Hopsy would take the hierarchical position. She'd be like, top bunny, and Jessica would, fall in line. But Jessica is not having it at the moment. Understand, she's been on her own for 9 years. All of a sudden she's introduced to another bunny and she's like, no. So I'm not too sure. I mean, Hopsy is absolutely not going anywhere. We are going to figure this out come hell or high water. This is it. They're sisters. They're just going to have to get used to it. Just going to have to get used to each other. As long as they're not killing each other and tearing each other to pieces, that's all that I care about. But yeah, as you can see, we've got the hay in here. We've got some toys in here. There's a little hay rack behind there. We've got 2 litter trays in here, a few toys for them to chew on and all the rest of it. But I think I would not be surprised if they're starting to get a bit frustrated with the small spaces that they're in. As I said, especially Hopsy, I'm quite surprised at how quickly Hopsy can move. When I had her out before, we were doing the whole bonding thing together and she had her free time in the living room. The way that she was zooming up and down was just absolutely unbelievable. Obviously, I've always had Jessica, so I've never seen a younger bunny just zoop, 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 zoop up and down. So it was quite something. So yes, I have not lost patience at all, but I have to be honest and say that this bond is not an easy bond. I've heard of some people bonding very quickly over a couple of days and it works. For us, that's not the case here. We're going to have to keep going. So tomorrow, actually, Hopsy would have been adopted 2 months ago because we got her on the 5th of November. 1 week, they were just side by side. And since then, we've been doing the whole bonding thing, 5-minute bonding, and then basically going up and up and up until they ended up in the kitchen together on a marathon bonding session. and that lasted for about 17 days, and we're off the back end of that. Most bunnies by this time would be cool, would be getting on, would be grooming, would be licking each other. I wonder if Jessica doesn't understand what she wants to do. What do you think? Should I show her some videos? Show her some pictures? Put some bunnies on the TV of bunnies snuggling and cuddling up to each other? And maybe she might get the idea. But I love both of these bunnies dearly. They are both just so sweet. Jessica is just so sweet. You know, we had her and fostered her for a little while, probably like 18 months before we ended up having her for forever. And she's a very special bunny to me. And then obviously we have Hopsy, who came from a family who couldn't look after her anymore, and she is so cool. Actually, I think she'd be really, really good therapy bun, although she can nip every so often, but I think that so I have to be careful with that. But I think that's just probably just out of frustration. I'm hoping once she's settled and she feels completely and utterly safe, she'll be good, because obviously changing home, meeting a new rabbit and meeting a whole new family, me and my partner, whole new home situation, that's a lot of stress. So yeah, but I think it is important, to be honest. I think it is important that, everyone says bunnies should come in pairs. Bunnies, there should be two. Yeah, there should be two bunnies. And yes, they should come in pairs. But don't be fooled. If you're lucky and you try bonding and it works quickly, then you're very lucky. But there's others of us that it's not going to happen quickly, and where we have to have a lot of patience, and where we have to think outside the box, where we have to keep trying different things until basically it happens. So I'm trying to spend time with them in the bunny pen so that they get relaxed around each other, and that they realise, there's absolutely nothing to fear. I'm just toying with the idea about whether we make the space. When I say we, I'm talking about my partner, because we're discussing this, me and Rob, whether we make the space a little bit bigger so they're not on top of each other, so they've got a little bit of space. Hopsy can run around a little bit more. Jessica can create a bit more distance between her and Hopsy. So we're kind of toying with the idea. This is their living room. This is their space. How do we manage that? Do we keep them in a space like this and keep making it bigger and bigger, or we just say, okay, let's just block off the bits that need to get blocked off so that there's nowhere for Jessica to hide or get trapped? And do we just let them figure it out in this space? So, yeah, we have to have a bit of a think about that and see. So that's where we are at the moment. It's the second day in the living room. The second day in the living room. Let's see. No, it's their third day in the living room. They came here on, what's the day? The 4th, 2nd, 3rd, 4th. Yeah, so this is their third day in the living room. They had their second night. Tonight will be their third night. So we'll see. I may give it another day, just see how they go today and take it from there. So yeah, I'm just being honest. I'm just being open. I'm talking about the process. There's no sense lying. There's no sense pretending. You see all these bunnies snuggled up. You see them all being friends. You see them grooming. You see them kissing up each other. You see them, smooched up together, eating together, drinking together, in the same litter tray together. But if you don't already have bunnies that are bonded, it can take a lot to actually get them there. You've got to read a lot of stuff. You've got to talk to a lot of people. You've got to watch videos. And also, at the heart of it is making sure that the bunnies are okay. So, of course, I'm slightly worried about, just because a 9-year-old bunny, I don't want to put her under too much stress. Also, how does Hopsy feel in this new space with these new people and all this going on? So, yes, I just want to make sure that they're okay. I know bunnies are so sensitive. But the thing is, they're still pooping, they're still eating, they're still moving around, they're still drinking. They are doing all the things that bunnies should do. So as long as they're eating, as long as they're drinking, as long as they're pooping, as long as they don't look unwell, they're not behaving unwell, their bunny behavior doesn't change, then we will keep going. So that's it for now. I'll let you know how it goes. So bye from the bunny pen, bye from Jessica, bye from Hopsy.